lover girl, and my end goal for relationships is to be married one day. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm just meant for one person. Like, I don't want to just be dealing with all these men.
150 pounds.
180.
Like, that is what I would love to do. Like, my dream career would be to be a stay-at-home wife. And
you being single as a bad thing. It's not.
I want to be a wife.
They want me to feel sad and miserable because I haven't been chosen by a man.
I cannot wait for the day where I'm somebody's wife. It's something about the title that wife holds, and especially when you're a Christian woman. I'm chasing that Proverbs 31 woman title, y'all. Like, I really am. And it's something about wanting a godly man, but it's also something when you're a God-fearing woman, like in and out, like true and true. You are that girl. Like, that's my definition of that girl. And I'm chasing that title, and I cannot wait to be somebody's wife sooner than later. But yeah, I'm chasing that title.
Now, in a perfect world, yes, I repeat, in a perfect world, all are like this. But you don't know. You don't know until the veil is lifted off how she really is. Like, and guys are surprised. So a lot of men are sitting on the sidelines and waiting. They're waiting until they can either leave the country or they can find something that shows energy. What do I mean by that? If a guy's walking the street and she thinks he's handsome, crack a smile. I mean, a real smile, kind of like the inviting, like, he's like, okay, yeah, this girl, she locked eyes with me, then gave me that flirt gesture, like, come over and talk to me. Not, you know, and then you go over and talk, and oh no, I just looked that way. I wasn't looking at you. Like, lock eyes and let me know, yeah, this is what it's hitting for. That's what's gonna make guys talk to women again. But she's a Christian. Hopefully, she turned over a new leaf. But as men, you just don't know.
I really am a lover girl, and my end goal for relationships is to be married one day. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm just meant for one person. Like, I don't want to just be dealing with all these men. I just don't want that. Like, I want a family. I want to have kids. Like, I want a big house. Like, I want the white picket fence. Like, I want the nannies. I want the butlers. Like, I want the maids. I want the cooks. Like, I just want that rich lifestyle
Nannies
that
and the
other women out
butlers.
here are experiencing, you know? And, like, I really want a nice, handsome husband that's very respectful, that's a gentleman, that really just love me, and the kids that I'm about to give him. Like, I don't care how bad y'all try to downplay marriage, but marriage is something that I really do want for myself. I don't know. I just feel like being in the black community, we don't really see like a lot of marriages within our family, and like that's just something that I really just want for me. You know, I don't know. That's just how I feel.
Do you hear what you just said out of your mouth? Now, I do these videos to peel them back slowly, right? And that's what guys do when they listen to you ladies. They peel it back slowly. Now, I'm sure with her saying that, some guys ran and jumped in her comments. I think you're beautiful. I think you're beautiful. And they didn't listen to what she said. She said, I want this and I want the nannies and the butlers. And I said, what? like, like I just started malfunctioning like
Sorry I'm late. I was taking in a harmonious moment between a serene butterfly and an unruffled caterpillar.
but yeah, like a robot. A nanny and a butler. Like, to have a nanny and a butler in the States, you have to have a lot of them. You have to be pretty much rich. You can have someone that comes and clean up the home for you. But a nanny and a butler is waiting on you hand and foot. That takes cheddar. And you know what's funny? You can say, "Oh no, you can't say that." No, you can't say that. Why? Why? Because it shows how far your mind has stretched to. What I mean is how much you've done in life What I mean is how young-minded you are. A nanny and a butler? You think money grows on trees?
It's delusional.
You want a man to be able to afford that. So you want a man that makes a certain amount of money. And the reason why I use the brother's name, the good brother, the Godfather, Kevin Samuels, is he was right. He always said it. Most of these modern women will die single and alone. He always asks questions in a way to peel back the layers. Like he would have asked her a question and said, "Hey, so what do you want?" Right? She would have got to talking, just expose herself or caught herself as she was exposing herself. Let me give you a sample of that.
I'm 5'3".
Dress size.
I'm like a 4. A 4 or 5.
You mind backing camera up?
My face looks a lot heavier. I hold a lot of weight in my face.
Hold on. Now you see, he didn't snap right away, right? He could have blacked out. He could have blacked out. I'm like, no, you're not. He didn't do that. He was very patient. It's funny. Yeah, can you can you back up so the camera can fully see her face? She started making excuses right away. Watch as the layers peel. Watch.
But I'm petite.
Do that so we can see up and down. 'Cause I don't really.
Well, I don't really have like real clothes on right now. I kind of have. I recently had surgery, so I have like
What kind of
some
surgery?
I don't want to blast myself. You got like 6,000.
Okay. What's the most you've ever weighed?
150 pounds.
180 to 250.
Okay. Yeah, you look much bigger than a dress size 4.
He said it humbly.
I'm not, trust me.
But
Yeah. The man didn't want to push her away. Why? Because he pushes her away. He doesn't get the full interview. It was Shakespearean, right? It was like, let me milk it slow. That's how you do. That's how you work it. But let's go on to the next one.
Ladies out there whose dream job is to be a stay-at-home wife, because honestly I'm trying to understand the desire to want to be a girl boss or like a breadwinner. Like, do you know how much I would love to just be able to stay at home, raise our children, cook, bake some cute little muffins or something, buy some throw pillows, make sure the house stays nice and organized, do those like nice little fridge organizations like we see on the TikTok videos. Like, that is what I would love to do. Like, my dream career would be to be a stay-at-home wife and mother and taking care of the family.
Stop the cap.
She's trying to sell it.
Like, I understand now, like, society's kind of pushing for women to pursue their careers and basically like become men, but I don't know. I just want to be in my feminine, like, you know, how God created it to be, like the woman to be feminine, the man to be masculine, and for them to go out and provide and work, and then the woman to stay at home and take care of the family. Like, is there anyone else that wants it too? Because like, I feel like I'm alone here.
She is trying to sell it, and I can see it in your eyes. I can see. Look at those eyes. You see that look of deceit. You see that look of deceit in her. Look at her eyes, and peel back the layers, like the Godfather Kevin Samuels. Peel back the layers. Yeah, let me see a picture of you with your makeup off. Well, I don't have any pictures. The layers are peeled right there. Oh, so you want to be stay-at-home mom, and like, what do you rate yourself? What do you rate yourself? You can't use 7. I rate myself. You can't use 7. An 8. Well, for you to say you're an 8, I need to see a picture of how you look. Well, I don't have any. The layers peeling, exposed. Then she shows the picture, and she's really a 5. Happens all the time, and that's all he did was expose. And what does it show? It showed men that most of these modern women will die single and alone with the dogs or a cat, with a box of wine, and taking long trips to Jamaica. right? They become passport sis, take a trip to Jamaica and get the back dug out. Never ending cycle.
Looking at you being single as a bad thing. It's not. Think of it like this. If you are not where you need to be mentally, and forget physically, but regarding your self-esteem, your confidence in yourself, what makes you think that you'll be able to attract the right person for you? Right now, what you're going to be able to receive is only a man that's at that level where you are right now. Do you hope to be at this same level 5 years from now? So why would you want a partner, a life partner, a husband right now when you're not even able to receive? Think about it.
You know, while I'm listening to her, right? And I'm imagining in my head, I'm imagining a 55-year-old woman who's been single for 10 years listening to her. like what? That's why you can't give advice like that. Like, lady, you talking to everybody. I'm not ready to receive. I'm 55 years old. I need some advice. Where do I go? Like, that's why the woman gave 10,000 to that male life coach, that relationship coach, and it worked. She needed to do that. Why? Men deal in reality. He told her simple and plain what any man would have told her. It has to be very strategic. You're on the internet. You have to say, for my young girlies, right? If she would have said that, everything she said is valid. Because what you're doing is you're selling. You're selling your video. So that's why women are confused. And then women are watch. And you have young girlies watching. And they're not even smart enough to break that down and go, wait a minute. What if I was an older person watching? Like, I've been on this planet for 43 years. So I think like that. Men think like that. Enjoy your singleness. I'm 65 years old. I need a man today. And you're telling me to enjoy your singleness. Got to be crazy.
6 years. And at this point in my life, there is no way that I would want anything less than the right person and the right relationship for me. I know that relationships can be beautiful things, but they have to be the right relationship. You know, probably quite a few people who are in relationships that are unhappy, that are miserable, and that you would never, ever want to be in. If I'm going to allow someone else to come into my life, I would hope that they add to my life. They bring me more joy and more happiness in the same way that I would hope to do so for them. I know that my existence makes some men unhappy, and that's because they want me to feel sad and miserable because I haven't been chosen by a man. I know that my worth and value as a human does not come from whether men find me desirable, whether men find me attractive, or whether a man chooses me.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
I also know that my value does not come from whether or not I can produce children. And the type of men who think that it does are exactly the type of men that I would never, ever, ever even entertain. Do not let small-minded, misogynistic men convince you that you are somehow running out of time, or that there's something wrong with you, or that no one's ever going to want you, because that simply is not true. You deserve to be loved, you deserve to be adored, you deserve no less than that. So this is your reminder, don't settle.
She just came, I'm telling y'all, right? You listen to that and break that down. She's one of those ladies. She just got back from the utility clinic just now to get her eggs to get her eggs frozen. And they said, all these eggs ain't good. Oh man, hold on. Burn it up. I'm burning. They said, yeah, I just want to tell you something, Francesca. You know, you got to give him a name. Francesca, I just want to tell you, I've been single for 6 years. I just want to tell you, Francesca, these eggs are no good. I think you're gonna have to get another donor. You're gonna have to have somebody donate you some. That procedure is gonna cost $30,000. I don't got that kind of money. I can't have babies then. Oh, let me go outside and do this TikTok so I can feel good about myself. Any man, she made this video, right? And to psych herself out. A lot of them do this. A lot of them do it. And they make other women who are in that same age range. I'm looking at her. And the first thing I think when I see her, I can tell she's at that age of like 34, 35, right? Look at her face. Look at the lines here. Or close to it, maybe 32, because that happens. Some ladies, you're at 32, you're in the danger zone already. So these things are the reality for them. And this is why most of them will die single and alone. Look what you're doing. And she's trying to corrupt other women. This is exactly why I got my passport and left. The exact reason why. Look at this. Coaching the future to nonsense, to go down the same path. Instead of saying, hey, I tried to freeze my ex today and this happened. I want to tell a woman, don't be like me, right? We need to see more videos like that. Seriously, there should be a ton more videos with women saying that. But instead, you get this. So we're in an age of information, but they didn't say if it's going to be good information, right? I know you guys heard it before. Being the age of information, it's not the age of right information. We in the age of just information, but a lot of it is misinformation. And who's eating up the most? Young woman.
I want to be a wife. I don't know about y'all, but me, I want to be a wife.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
Like, I don't want to have multiple men. I don't want to text multiple men. I don't want to do that. I want to be for just one person. Like, we can go date to date, gift to gift, firm, healthy foundation of a relationship. Both knowing that a relationship would never be perfect, but when two people heads on it, it can happen and it can work. Like, you see a future with me and I see a future with you. We run around and just really building something that is just a blessing, but keeping God in the center of it. And love is just so beautiful, and I just can't wait to love and be loved. And just somebody, girl, like, you look at me like, damn, you don't want to lose me type, and I don't want to lose you type, and we ain't finna do nothing that finna mess up us. Y'all can have the streets. I'ma be somebody's wife.
You can't say that after you came from the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
I look at you, right? When you put on your makeup, you're cute. You're cute when you put on your makeup. You didn't test the streets at all. Come on now. Come on now. The same ones that say they want a man 6 feet and she'll be what? 5'3". That, like, I'm telling y'all, like, you guys, man, some of these ladies, as long as you're taller than them, shoot your shot and be confident. Confident as hell. They say something like, you too short, I'm taller than you. That's all that matters. We rolling it now. We not rolling? Okay, cool. Go off to the next one. You know, hey, how about this? How about we talk more before I take you out to dinner? Right? Be aggressive. How about we talk more on that before I take you out to dinner? But what are you doing right now? You're busy right now, right? All right, cool. So how about Friday? Friday's good for you? She say no? Fine. They're most likely going to talk because no man is talking to them. Aggressiveness, kindness, but not too kind. You got to show them that jerk side a little bit. I mean, it's a lot more. It's a lot of things you can do. If you still want to play games in the West, it's easy. And not play games. If you still want to get women in the West, it ain't hard. Not hard at all. They're actually very easy.
It's like when you realize you have literally nobody. Like, when I say nobody, like friends, family, even like co-workers. I don't even have people at work that like me. Like, it's just like overwhelming.
Man.
It's like, what's the point of even living in a world where nobody fucking likes you, bro? Like, literally nobody.
Man, I would feel bad, but The way I am can't make me feel bad, because if that was a man and I'm looking at her face and you see how she's not showing her full body, it's a reason for that. That's why she has no friends. Like, and you got a bonnet on your head right now. You don't do your hair when you wake up in the morning. You're depressed. You have depression problems. You have depression problems because you don't eat the right foods. You're not working out and you're wallowing in sorrow. And nobody feels sorry for someone that wallows in sorrow. I gotta tell it like it is, Rob, because nobody is gonna feel sorry for a man that's wallowing in sorrow, staying in the house like she does, depressed. Hit the gym, drop some pounds. Every man is gonna be up your butt. These modern women got men up their butt. Those guys, the same guys, are gonna come for you. It won't be the right man. Like, she needs some coaching. She needs. I'm telling you, a lot of them need coaching from men. Like, I don't shame that girl that spent $10,000. You guys remember that video? I reacted to it like a week ago. That's what she needs. If I was her coach, I'm gonna, you know what? Give me 10,000. I'm gonna take her to the gym. Serious, I would do it. I would take her to the gym and make her work and force her to stick to a diet, make her watch Skinny Talk. You gotta be intense like that with people, because she doesn't have that in her life. She doesn't have a man saying, do this, do that, and do it now. Because you know what's gonna happen? What's gonna take a while? She's gonna have to break habits, and she needs to break a lot of them.
Before I make any rash decisions, let me just make sure y'all have the right and all information. You guys are basically telling me that I fumbled my future husband. Maybe not my husband, but a very, very good man. And you know what? I can admit, I know a red flag when I see one, but I clearly don't know the color green. That's how you guys are making me feel. Basically, I went on a date with this fine man. I had been vibing with him for a minute, and on that date, we went to dinner. We had just ordered drinks, and like 30 minutes into the date, I fall asleep at the table. Literally deep sleep, drooling. Like 2.5 hours later, I woke up with drool on my face. I'm not gonna lie, I was embarrassed. So embarrassed, I left him alone with little to no explanation. Basically, I ghosted him. However, it's very perplexing because I asked you guys who was wrong, me or him. Me for sleeping or him for sitting there for 2 to 3 hours while I slept. And you guys are saying that I was in the...
This man sat there for 2 or 3 hours and let her get a peaceful sleep. What did she just say? That man was her peace. She got a peaceful sleep. He was her peace. And she didn't see that. Why? Because they're not thinking logically. Man, I think I need to be a relationship coach for women. Seriously. I do, because what? You just said he was your piece. That's why some girls notice too. That's why they said you fumbled the bag.
in the wrong. He's a good man, Savannah or Sophia, and that I should double back. But before I double back, I think there's certain things that you guys should know in order to give me proper sound advice. There's some missing pieces and some questions in the comments, so let's address it. Before I get to the serious questions, this question, somebody said, what position did you sleep in? Guys, the last thing I remember was reaching for my strawberry lemon drop. I remained in that position. Like, I woke up in that same position with my chin tilted high and my eyes like this and drool. Was he boring? Was that what made you sleep? No, he was not. He has a sexy accent, like a true New Yorker. He had swag. His personality was a 10 out of 10. Even if it wasn't for all of that, the bust down on his wrist will keep me awake. I swear. Someone asked, how did I even wake up, Seth? That's a good question. On my own. I just softly opened my eyes. I just softly opened my eyes like this. He probably called your name a few times or tried waking you up and gave up and decided to just patiently wait. Maybe.
Wow.
One thing you have to know about me though is I'm a very light sleeper. Sleeping mid-activity like that is not usual. I know I was super exhausted, but that is ridiculous. I was at too much peace to sleep like that. How can I describe this sleep so that you guys know what kind of sleep I'm talking about? If you've ever dozed off in class, we've all been to class, Abby. If you've ever slept in class, it's that kind of deep but not deep sleep. You get? You just doze off and return. Like that. Did he order the food while you were sleeping? Yes. While I slept, the waiter came back and he ordered our food. He ate his food, then had the rest packed to go. Side note, I actually like what he ordered for me. Like, he got me shrimp cocktail for an appetizer, and he got me an entree. It was like mashed potatoes and some sort of protein with vegetables. So he made good choices for me in my sleep.
Yeah, money too.
Were his feelings hurt and was he salty about you sleeping through the date? Honestly, I didn't speak to you guys too much about what happened after we left the restaurant. Like the aftermath before I ghosted him. I woke up and once I got out of being in shock, like, damn, I really slept? We laughed about it. But my laugh was more of like a, his laugh was more of like a, Then he walks me to the car and we spent hours talking in the car. Like we were cool. He was not salty at all. He was actually in a really good mood, regardless of watching me sleep throughout our date. Like seeing me drool, it didn't change his vibe at all. He still wanted to kiss me and all that stuff. However, I did not give him a kiss.
You can't make this up.
If I'm being honest, I was just like perplexed. While he's talking to me, I'm just wondering how somebody can sit through that for that long. I understand that you guys said he probably ate his food and passed the time. But think about it. How can one pass 2 to 3 hours of time with somebody sleeping right across from you? After a solid hour, why not wake me up? Someone said he should have left you there, which I wouldn't have liked, but I would understand.
I wasn't shocked at the audacity.
Like, if I woke up and he was gone, I would have been like, Sophia, you have done it. Trust me, I don't even like that I slept. I was looking forward to that day. It makes me feel bad to waste people's time like that. However, it also did not feel good to not know what happened for the last 2 to 3 hours on a date. Clock it. Like, the waiter came back when I had woken up. And mind you, it wasn't even the same waiter that was there when I went to sleep. They had changed shifts. This waitress came to the table and she had made a joke about thinking that he had drugged my drink. With everything going on in the world these days, that is not a funny joke. But think about it. From her point of view, how perplexing is it to see a young lady sitting at a table with her eyes closed like this, drooling for several hours while this man drank, ate, maybe he even visited the bathroom and came back. I wouldn't have any idea. This man accepted the check. He paid for the tab, all while I slept. And as much as I appreciate the kindness, I slept through it all. The reason I can be asking you guys, who do you think is wrong, is because I don't understand what he could have been thinking that whole time. Maybe he is a sweet angel and I'm toxic and don't know what true love looks like. Y'all really have me thinking I fumbled a good man, though. I have coconut head, which means I'm stubborn. If you watch my YouTube, you know I like bad boys. Don't forget I said this man was fine. Fine meaning that he's a big dog. No puppy-o, big dog. Face card, everything good. But if you know me, you know I don't care too much for big dog and face card. For me, it's more of a matter of the heart or his pockets. He had this bad boy aesthetic as well. By the way, this was not a blind date. Like, me and him have gone out to eat before, we've hung out before, but this was like our first official date, like a planned date. What I'm trying to say is basically what I picked up about him and his character throughout all these hangouts. It's unusual for him to sit through this for 3 hours. Maybe he has grown to like me or something. Maybe I fumbled a good one. Maybe I don't know good guys. All of you are saying I should double back. I'm not gonna lie, this man really liked me. However, this was last summer, so doubling back would be crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he's definitely moved on by now. A man like that probably has a wife right now. will die single and alone. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out. See you next video.